All right, we're going to take a little journey today, a journey back in time to look at this incredible contrast between the ancient Maya's cosmic wisdom and the little digital oracles we all carry around in our pockets. So just imagine this for a second. What if you were suddenly dropped right into the middle of the Mayan Empire? You'd probably pull out your phone to figure out what's going on, maybe check an app. But the people around you, they're doing something totally different. They're mapping the heavens, they're tracking the planets, all without a single piece of tech. And that right there, that's the heart of what we're talking about today. You've got your astrology app on one side. It's instant, it feels like magic, but it's a total black box. And on the other side, you've got the Maya, with knowledge built over generations of just watching the sky. No tech at all. The difference is pretty staggering when you think about it. Okay, so first let's start with what we all know. These little digital oracles we consult every single day. For us, the whole process is just seamless, almost invisible. You wonder what the day has in store, you tap open an app, and boom, there's your answer. It's so clean, so easy, so immediate. And what kind of answer do we usually get? You know, something like this. It's positive, it's encouraging, but it's also really vague, right? It's designed to fit just about anyone's day without any of the background info. And that's really the key here. We get the conclusion and we just kind of trust it. We never see the work. All those complex calculations are happening behind the screen, totally hidden. We get the what, but we have no idea about the how or the why. Okay, now for the really cool part. Let's wind the clock way, way back and see how the Maya mapped the entire cosmos. This is where things get just mind-blowing. So to even begin to get your head around Mayan astronomy, you have to understand how they thought about time itself. For them, time wasn't some straight line from the past to the future like we tend to see it. No way. For them, it was this series of huge interlocking cycles, almost like giant cosmic gears all turning together. Everything was connected and everything was eventually going to come back around. And you can see this worldview perfectly in their calendars. They didn't just have one, they had a few all working together. You had the Tzolk'in, which was their 260-day sacred calendar. Then the Hob, a 365-day calendar for civil stuff, kind of like ours. And then you had the big one, the long count. This thing tracked massive cycles of history over more than 5,000 years. And this brings us to that whole 2012's end of the world panic. Remember that? Well, it was never about an apocalypse. It was just the end of one of these huge long count cycles. For the Maya, it was basically like the odometer on your car hitting all nines and then rolling over to all zeros. It's just the end of one massive journey and the start of a brand new one. So they had this unbelievably complex system. But how on earth did they figure it all out? Well, it all came down to some truly brilliant, you could call it celestial engineering. Their toolkit might seem almost primitive to us, but it was incredibly effective. It all started with just looking up at the sky, night after night, generation after generation. Then they built entire cities and buildings to line up perfectly with what they were seeing.